So this meeting is also live in the YouTube. If anyone wants to watch it from there, it will be available for another 1 hour. So, but however, it is always good to interact when we are in the Zoom. So let's be in the Zoom and then we'll continue here. So before we start, may I know how many of you could attend yesterday's meeting, yesterday's first session? My voice is clear, loud?
That's loud and clear.
Thank you, Prajit. So, anyone of you have attended yesterday's session? Priyanka ji, have you attended yesterday? Okay, you have attended few of first few hours, I think. First few slides you have attended. Okay, rest all are joining for the first time. So certainly, even though this session is a continuation of yesterday's session, I be covering yesterday's part also in the for the benefit of all the participants. So we will have a quick revision now. So we all know why the focus and the consistency we really need in our life, right? And so there is no dispute that we can ignore these two things from our life. So let's pay very focused attention. Again, I'm saying focused attention, and we will see how to gain those kind of focus attention also during the session. The agenda is
Hello. Sorry, Bikash. Actually,
yes.
for me, the voice is not clear. Maybe I should drop and join again. How about others?
How about others? Can others confirm whether my voice is clear or is it
Yeah,
on?
it is clear to me.
Okay, let me join back again. 1 minute, Bikash. Sorry.
Sure. Carry on. We are here. So I see Silpa when. Is it Silpa ji from Germany or Silpa someone else? Okay. So you said that you are busy and you won't be able to join. That is why I got little curious whether the same Silpa or some different Silpa. Anyway, it's okay. Yes. So we have Shruti ji joining for the first time. Suman ji is also joining for the first time, I think. Rest all Viprajit ji has repeated yesterday attended. Okay, anyway, by now Rohit ji must have joined. Let's go further. In the interest of time, let's a little faster. So there are few myths that we need to understand it deeper. What exactly is concentration and what exactly a myth? So if we believe that concentration means forcing our mind to stay locked on one thing, okay, ideally I would love to ask each of you, but because we have less time, it's already little late in the night. I have purposefully created this schedule this session in this time, even though it is late, because many of you have particularly asked for this time. So when we say forcing our mind, it won't work. Okay, let's be very cautious that we cannot force our mind and get the things done for a longer time. For any task, if we are forcing our mind and trying to see a consistent result, then it will be very difficult. That is first thing that we need to remember. So what exactly is concentration? Concentration is about gently redirecting your attention. That's all, nothing else. Okay. We just need to redirect our attention, and for that, awareness is very important. And whenever our awareness is flickering again, we need to just gently redirect back to the task where we are focusing. That's all. We need not to force our mind into submission. We need to just gently redirect. That's all. And for that, awareness is very important, and we will also discuss how to enhance the awareness. Going further, the next question is, you are either born with good concentration or you are not. This is also a myth, because concentration is just like any other skill which can be developed. Just like any other skill, just like any other muscles, we can develop with practice. We can also develop concentration, good concentration. So it's a matter of practice, nothing else. Okay? Training and practice, that's all. In the right direction, we need to do. Like there is a saying in Hindi, Vidhi se Siddhi. So if the Vidhi is right, then Siddhi certainly ought to come, ought to happen. So there is no question that it will not happen, but we need to be consistently practicing and doing the right thing right way. Then there is this myth that multitasking is an effective way to get more done. Is it correct or not? Is it a myth or is it a true statement? Can anyone share their personal view on this? There is nothing like no need to feel that it may be wrong or right. Just whatever you feel like you can share. So Rohiji is saying myth. So multitasking is not effective as per him, and Shruti is saying also yes, not effective. So most of you are saying either myth or not effective. Okay. So now I would say here, to a very larger extent, it is true. You all are correct. Multitasking is not very effective way of getting more things done, but there is a catch to it. We need to understand where we can do multitasking and how we can do multitasking. That is also a skill, and I can prove also, and it is also proved neurobics and neuroscience has also proved that at some instances, if we are skilled enough, then we can achieve multitasking. That is not exactly multitasking, that is pseudo multitasking, where our attention span, even though it jumps. What happens if you're multitasking? Let me first cover it. So our brain has one CPU. It doesn't have multiple CPU, one thread. So just like in computer, we have more processor like octa processor, quad core, and all those things. It is not the same with our brain. So every time we want to do two things at a time or three things at a time, our CPU is one, so it jumps from one task to another task. It takes 20 minutes to get the flow state. Approximately 20 to 25 minutes it takes to get the same flow state once we get distracted and switch to other task. So let's be very, very like cognizant about the fact that when we should be allowing our mind to multitask, that we will be discussing. Okay, it is not effective way in general. That is true. Okay, because it is splitting our attention, and once we are getting diverted, it takes 20 to 25 minutes to get the flow state. I hope all of you know what is the importance of flow state and how valuable it is, how fast we can produce results when we are working in flow state. Okay, then taking breaks will ruin your concentration. Do you believe that it is true?
No.
You can unmute also, and
No, it's not true.
it's not
It's
true.
not true.
Yeah. So by and large, it is not true. But yes, At times, we have to understand when to take breaks and when not to. Suppose I have started any task and after 5 minutes I am feeling like taking a break, then it is not correct. So, based on the complexity of the task, we need to understand and we need to cognizantly decide before we start the task itself when I will be taking the break. If it is a very complex task, or if it is a normal task which we can break it down to smaller piece of 25 minutes, it is always a good advice to take break after 25 minutes. If it is a very simple task and it can be quickly finished, then 15 minutes of sprint is also good enough. But not every 5 minutes we are taking, because we have seen people who are getting distracted. They might think that okay, taking break is anyway good, so let me take a break after every 5 minutes, go to social media and or notification check and come back. So it's not like that. So our mind is actually very clever. Let's not fall in trap of the mind. Okay. Then we have this strategic breaks actually. So here actually just notice this line. Strategic breaks are good. We know which strategy to use, where to use, and how to use. We have discussed also in previous sessions. And towards the end, if anyone wants, then after completing the session, I will be taking the Q&A. I'll be covering this. Multitasking also, when to do, when not to do, that also I'll be covering in the Q&A session. So stay connected till the end, and I will be covering few of the things at the end, because we have little less time and we want to cover up everything what is there in the agenda. So concentration is the ability to hold our awareness on one thing for an extended period of time. Okay, I would say this extended period of time is till we complete the task. If the task is too big, it is always advisable to create subtasks, and in that case, till the completion of the subtask, we have to hold our awareness on that particular thing. Is it clear? Very, very common mistake that many a times we do not break the task and we start it without understanding our potential, without creating the priming of our mind, and that is where actually we make a mistake. So first of all, we need to prime our mind. Second, we need to break the task, plan it properly, and understand or create a Pomodoro app sessions, like after how many Pomodoro sessions it will take. Everything has to be properly planned, and then we should start our task. Then mind will not wander. It is about using our willpower to consciously direct our attention. Okay. So willpower is also very, very important factor here. We will discuss how to increase the willpower. Okay. Then gently bring our mind back when it gets pulled off the track. This is what actually we have already discussed every time. So let's understand one thing. It is a normal phenomena, okay, that our mind will wander. Initially it will wander more, but every time our mind wanders, this is our primary job to bring the mind back to the same task which we are continuing. This is very, very important. If we are feeling frustrated that okay, my mind is wandering too much, then that is going to crank away our energy. Let's understand and accept the fact that mind's nature is like that. Unless until we train our mind, it will wander more and more. The more we train our mind, the more we develop the willpower, the more we develop the awareness, it will become ultra easy, and less of the diversion or distraction will happen for the mind. But completely zero might not happen. If you are doing a very like passionate task, whichever task you are passionate at. If you are doing such kind of task, then it can happen. Otherwise, you might face many a times this kind of challenges where mind will wander. So our job is to reduce the number of distractions. That's all, and slowly move ahead in this direction. That's all. So as we have already discussed, this is the mental muscle that grows stronger with practice. Okay, and finally we will be achieving effortlessness. This part is also important. I thought of making this as a music is loud. Okay, this music is loud. I need to, okay, let me reduce it further.
No, it's okay.
It is okay, right?
Hmm.
Okay, fine. Silpa ji, maybe something at your end, I'm not sure. But anyway, I have decreased a little more. So the essential strategies for building unshakable concentration. Let's see how we will be doing it. This is the most important part, and let's reveal that. Okay. So there are 3 strategies that we are going to discuss today. Okay, and there are few actionable steps that we are going to discuss. This altogether will help us to bring the focus that we really want to achieve, and how to attain the consistency, that also we'll discuss. So the first strategy is do one thing at a time. Doing one thing at a time. Second strategy is finish what you have started. And third strategy is practice willpower and do a little more than expected. These are the primary 3 strategies that we are going to focus for next 1 week. Okay, and then we'll see like how actually we need to embrace more of it. But this primary 3 strategies, as we are having this like kind of habit of not taking a lot of strategies, we will be following the same thing. We will take little bit of the strategy, and we will practice for 1 or 2 weeks, implement it in the abundance session, and then we will be reflecting and making it better and better. We will follow the same strategy. So now let's come to the actionable part. Okay, so we have few guests today who are not part of the abundance group. So when I am saying abundance group, let me give a little introduction. We have this group where actually we are implementing. This is a action group. Actually, the actionable strategies are there everywhere. Many strategies actually we know, but we do not know the deeper aspects of it, and many times we actually superficially know and do not practice. That is the gap actually the abundance group focuses at, wherein actually the strategies that we read from the books, from the internet, or from any sources, that in those strategies we go deep, we discuss together, and we implement, and we stay connected throughout the day through a dedicated WhatsApp group. And there is accountability, very nice accountability form is there, wherein all the strategy for that week will be placed, and we progress bit by bit. That is what actually is the agenda or the plan of action of the abundance group. So for the benefit of the guests, I have described the principle how it works, because all of us actually wants to be better version of ourselves, but if we know only theories and we are not doing in practical, then we cannot do that. So now let's focus on the or the practical actionable steps. So first actionable step is task prioritization. Task prioritization is something which we all know. Okay, how it is like. Now the deeper aspect of it I am going to discuss. we all actually know what is the importance of planning and prioritization, but we do not do. And what is the adverse effect of that? Can anyone say? Just say what is the adverse effect that we face?
We sometimes not get to the priority work. We end up spending more time on the non-priority ones. That's
Yes.
one thing I could recall.
Yes. Very, very correctly pointed out, Rohit. So we have also discussed this, and to go little deeper into this statement, I would say when we are working on any task, okay, but we have not prioritized. So we have started our day. Any random task will appear into our in front of us. We will pick that, and we all know what is the importance of 80-20 rule. 80% of the task that we have just produce 20% result. If we are not prioritizing ourselves, our task, then we might be ending up doing those 80% of the task where we will be getting only 20% result. So a smart person will do the prioritization and pick the 20% of the task which has the potential to produce 80% of the result. That is the first major benefit. So this is called smart work, wherein actually we are working less. That means only 20% of the work we will be doing first in the first place, and rest 80% of the work we are not going to take unless until this 20% is over. So 20% of the task over, first 20%, and 80% of the result is guaranteed, and after that only we will be taking up the rest 80% of the trivial task or less important task, and automatically that will be pushed towards the end of the day where our energy levels are low. Because our energy levels are low that time, it is easier to do those less complex, less important work. But if we are taking up the first half, if we are taking the less important, less complex task, then we will not be able to focus on the more important task or more complex tasks towards the second half of the day or towards the end of the day. That is one major reason as to why we face a lot of challenges. We face a lot of challenge. Why? Because that is complex task and we have less energy remained with us, and automatically our mind will not give us or support us. I hope it is clear now. So that is one thing. And second very important hidden thing which is there in task prioritization is we are doing one task, okay, and in between another task appears, and that will definitely happen, and most of us actually must have faced this. I am doing one task and suddenly I remember that another task is there and that I should be doing. Anyone can just recall and say that yes, they have faced such kind of situation? You can unmute and share. The chat actually is very difficult to open and see.
Yes, it happens.
It happens, right? Anita ji is saying. And yeah, Om is also saying, but work also gets piled up. Sanjit Singh is saying, yeah. So whether you say or not, I know it actually happens a lot, many times. We start one task and another task pops up. Because we have not done the prioritization, we feel that the second task which pops up in our mind in between is very important task. And we feel like doing that one, okay? And that is nothing but a distraction actually. That is another form of distraction wherein actually we are committing ourselves to the task which is not important. We assume that that is important and we switch. And we have already discussed what is the price that we need to pay every time we switch. Every time we switch, we are paying the price of 20 to 25 minutes of focused or flow state that we are losing. So that is huge actually. So let's not fall into the trap of this kind of thing, and let's make a kind of promise to ourselves that each morning just I will spend 2 to 3 minutes, if at least bare minimum 2 to 3 minutes I'll spend, and I will check out 3 priority tasks. Okay, at least 3 throughout the day. If you feel that the task that you have prioritized is not correct, you have the option to change the priority, but the habit needs to be built up, and the habit will be built up only when we are going to follow this activity consistently. We have to do it, and with practice it will become better. Later on you will find that okay, even in 2 to 3 minutes we can practice, we can prioritize so efficiently and so accurately. Second thing is set a timer, use Pomodoro app. So any one of you do not know what is a Pomodoro app, please raise your hand or just unmute and say, then only I'll be going through it. Yeah, Rahmanji is asking. Okay, so Pomodoro is something like which will be your partner, your buddy throughout the task that you are doing. Okay, so why it is important? Because many times we do not remember when to take a break. First benefit we will be getting, it will prompt us when to take a break. Before that, it till the time we should be taking a break, we can have one white noise or kind of a sound which is very soothing and which will help us to keep us with the focus. And the most important benefit of Pomodoro app is we okay, before that I would ask all of you, what is the primary distraction that we face throughout the day? You can unmute and share. Notification, yes.
It's social media apps.
Social media app, yes, Manjitji, very true. So social media apps, that means in form of notification, actually it pops up, it creates a sound, and we feel that is important. Let me just go and see and come back. But that is just we are actually that time it will be very difficult actually when the pop-up comes, when the notification sound comes. It either we will be kind of going back and checking and losing our attention, losing our focus, or we are actually using our willpower not to go. So either way is it's bad, because every time we are using our willpower, it decreases. It's just like a battery. Just like our energy is limited, similarly willpower is also limited. So let's not fall into the trap. Use the Pomodoro app, which will help us to block all the notifications for the period of time that we have decided to do focused work. And Rahmanji is saying telephone, mobile, vendor, family response, all these things are also a distraction, form of distraction. And primary is definitely, I can see telephone, mobile, whatever you said is like connected with digital distraction. And the digital distractions will be blocked completely by Pomodoro app. Okay, so that is also another great or important reason why actually we need to use Pomodoro app, or at least a timer. Pomodoro app is actually important. Timer will not be that effective. Okay, so if anyone wants to know which Pomodoro app and how you do, that also we'll be discussing towards that, which is a free app and which will work effectively. Otherwise, paid apps are also there, but however, I would love to suggest some free apps which can do effectively the same the same work that we get it from a free app. So limiting digital distractions, this is very important, and with help of Pomodoro app we can do it. Then clear your space. This is also very important. What is clearing our space? We have two space. One is inner space, one is outer space. Inner space is our inside our mind. We have a lot of clutters. We have a lot of thoughts. If the thoughts are trivial, a lot of trivial thoughts, a lot of waste thought, a lot of negative thoughts are there in our mind, then they will be consuming most of our energies, most of our kind of focus and attention. And the science behind it is also very deep. We will be doing a dedicated session on thought management. But for now, in upcoming abundance session, actually we will be doing it. But for now, at least you remember that we have to declutter our inner space. Okay, less thoughts is a very good way to start and continue the POMO session or the focus session very effortlessly. It is our primary duty to keep our mind less cluttered. Second is the outside environment. The outside environment where actually we are working and doing the focus work, that place also should be clutter free. Not too many things should be present. Otherwise, our eyes, when it will see the things which are in front of us. Like I am starting to read a book, okay, and I have decided that no matter what, I will be completing one chapter. And as I am reading, if I have in front of me 3 or 4 other books, okay, then what will happen? I will be ending up in between of my reading session. I will be ending up looking at the other books also. Okay, that book is looking very interesting. Let me see what is that. So I am actually what I am end up doing. I am actually getting distracted. So it is very, very important to keep the spaces, both the spaces, free. We will understand a little more into it and continue our practices in upcoming sessions. Then one task, one focus till completion. Only one task, no matter what, till I complete the task that I have decided to take. I am not going to divert myself. Okay, and that discipline is going to pay a lot. In long run, actually, we face a lot of difficulties because we are not keeping ourselves continued. Our attention span is actually decreasing day by day, and if we compare when the digital age was not there, digital distractions were not there, that time it was much better. People were able to still do the task completion at a much higher rates. But now, after this digital distraction age started, task actually we don't complete. We start one task and go to another task. Then maybe that task also is not completed. We start another task. So every task, those are incompleted, creates a thread in our mind, and each thread will consume some energy. It is like you are creating some crackers. Okay, you started the cracker. Before you finish one cracker, before you finish burning one cracker, you are going to another cracker. That cracker is burning. Okay, you are not enjoying that cracker, and you are going to the another cracker. Some lighting cracker is there, right? So every task which is incompleted, will consume energy, and it will keep popping up in your mind. मुझे फोकस दो, मुझे अटेंशन दो, मुझे क्यों छोड़ा, ऐसे बोलते रहेंगे. ठीक है, तो इनर स्पेस जो है हमारा वो क्लटर होगा ही होगा और भी. So this is also another way to keep our inner space clear and clutter free. Take one task, complete it, close the chapter, and then only move to the next one. Clear? Anytime if anyone wants to ask anything, they can use the chat and keep their questions ready, or raise their hand. I will address that. Breaking it down also is very, very important. Okay, Manjidi, if it is hot, then you can ask your question.
Yeah. So actually, just wanted to add one thing here. Like we often say that we can do multitasking. So actually, multitasking actually does not happen. Actually, we can have a simple
Actually, okay, let me interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Actually, about multitasking, we will be having a very good discussion, and it is very, very important also. But towards the end,
Okay,
So
okay, no problem. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yeah.
So let's continue and complete that agenda, and then definitely we will be
Just
taking up
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Vikasji,
No worries.
just
Yes,
repeat
Bikash.
that thread analogy.
Thread analogy is part of multitasking that we will be definitely taking up towards the end. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. So many a times actually we miss this part, breaking it down, and we lose the clarity. Clarity is so very important. If we do not have the clarity, what I should be doing and how I should be doing, we tend to lose our focus. Many a times, actually, that is a reason we do not understand it, and we end up in di- diverting ourselves to other tasks. That is why actually we lose focus, and we actually switch. Every time we start the task, we have also discussed how to prime our mind. Priming is very important. Okay, priming our and increasing our resources, mental energies, and then visualize, get the clarity of the subtask, not the full task. You, by any means, we will not be able to get the final clarity very perfectly. As we move one step, as we take one step and complete one subtask, we will be getting much better clarity for the second part. So let's not aim to be perfect in everything and then only start. That will never happen, at least for the complex task. Break it, do it. As you do it, you will get more clarity. Then it will be easier. You will feel more motivated to do the rest of the tasks. Okay. Then the this part, this reward yourself. This is also very important. Every milestone we achieve, that is after breaking the task, we will be kind of getting a milestone, right? Intermediate milestone. It is very important that we should celebrate. We should reward ourselves. Now there are many ways and means by which we can reward ourselves, that we will discuss towards the end. Okay, how actually it is linked with adrenal, like dopamine flow. That also we'll discuss. I think we have already discussed in one of the abundance session, but for the interest of because I would, if anyone wants, then definitely I will discuss this again towards the end. Now, some bonus actionable. So I hope these tips that we have discussed, you all have noted, and you will be following some bonus actionable tips. Further to it, we will be discussing. Before that, I will be sharing now the method by which we will be achieving the consistency. Okay. So for that, let me add myself from another screen. So anyone wants to understand, anyone wants to ask like how to achieve this, because most of the things actually are very good, but still you might be feeling that whether you will be able to do it or not. Anyone feels like that? Anyone feels that consistency is very difficult to attain? At least asking to the guests.
Yeah, definitely like to मतलब वो एक्शन मूवमेंट में जाना थोड़ा सा like it requires a practice basically.
Yeah, definitely it requires a practice, but is it easy? It is, sorry.
Yeah, like हम लोग अगर डिटरमाइन कर ले और विल पावर से वी कैन डू दैट.
Give me a second. It's echoing, I think. Hello? Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. So I am sharing my screen. So Manjit ji, to answer your question, definitely willpower helps. But even though we execute or exhibit our willpower, still I have seen many times people lose the focus and consistency. And the things which we know that it is so important, we end up not doing them consistently. Are you agreeing with that? Or
Sir, I'm agree with this.
yes, yes,
Actually, sir, sometimes the digital distractions also played a major in losing the consistency.
yes,
Pomodoro not always work with this. Yeah, but
yes,
it helps.
correct. It helps a lot, but definitely, one second, it cannot start screen sharing while other participant is sharing. Okay, let me stop the sharing. And so, particularly,
Sir, I have one more question.
yes, Om.
Sir, can we stop or block some apps during we when we use Pomodoro?
Come again.
Sir, when we use any Pomodoro apps,
Hmm.
uh, can we block some apps like YouTube or Instagram or anything?
Yes, yes, yes. That is what
Uh,
actually I have already discussed, and all the apps, whatever is not whitelisted by you, will be blocked. It is not only that notifications are getting blocked, but whatever actually,
Forest Act?
yeah, suppose you are working on some research work, and for that you need YouTube access, then you can whitelist that YouTube. Only YouTube will be allowed, but no Facebook, no WhatsApp, nothing. And if you feel that you are working on a very like completely you are working on your books, okay, you are studying, then you can whitelist zero apps. Only call if it comes, then only you will be kind of giving getting the alert. Otherwise, if even if you wants to go back to your WhatsApp, your Pomodoro app will not allow, it will just block the screen. So that is a benefit actually. Okay, clear? Shall we move to the second part? So for
Sir,
the
is it
benefit,
possible with this Pomodoro app also? Oh,
yes,
Forest?
yes, yes, नहीं forest में नहीं हो.
Okay.
We will actually, I'll demo the app again. In past also I have demoed few of other members who were present in the other session. But anyway, I'll demo it again if time permits.
Okay.
So here actually this form you see, right? This is a form that each and every participant of abundance group they are filling, and they are supposed to fill on a daily basis. It has many actions. The actions which are definitely required, but we know, but we are not doing many times. Just for example, writing the goal statement. First, we need to have a goal, and we all know what is the importance of goal. If we are not having a goal, then we are not pulling ourselves towards the goal. Our energies will be diverted in every other task, in every other way of ways and means. So goal, how to set a goal, how to find out your passion, how actually you need to do all those things that we have already discussed in the session, and we are going to discuss again. That clarity once it comes, and what is the format of the goal statement, that also we have discussed. There is a very crystal clear format that we have discussed. For the new people, it might not be known, so I will try to actually help you guys also in the upcoming sessions. So with that format, when you write the goal statement at least once per day, you need to actually write at least. Writing is very, very important, and the benefit of writing and doing a creative visualization on that is tremendous. So this form is giving you the option to write your answer, your personalized goal statement. Similarly, unless until you write your goal statement, actually, you cannot submit the form. Each of the action, like you have goal statement, you have creative visualization, you have physical activity, yoga or exercise or gym or Zumba, whatever physical activity that you are doing, we all know how important is it, but we do not do if we are not accountable, if we are not getting the reminder. So now this form is going to remind us on a daily basis. You will get a prompt in the WhatsApp announcement group. In the announcement group, once you get the prompt, you will, by that time, if you have submitted, well and good. Otherwise, you will just go back to the form. Ideally, you should open the once you open the app, you should actually come to here and write your goal statement. That should the first activity, and do the meditation on the goal or any other meditation. Okay, creative visualization and meditation you should do. As and when you are writing the form, whatever you have written, it will be saved automatically. You need not to submit, still it will save. And planning and prioritization, that we have discussed the top 3 priorities. Once you have done, then you write, then you point at that accomplished. Physical activity done, accomplished. We will tell actually what is show and tell. People who are already part of the abundance group, they all know. And this is also very, very powerful, because in the group, in the WhatsApp group, actually, whatever we are doing activities, those things we are posting with some images or with some emojis. Okay, that I have accomplished this, and people are cheering up. Like in social media, where actually it is like divert, it is actually not aligned with your goals, with your activities, what you should be doing. But here, actually, it is very much focused on those activities that we have decided to do, and we are cheering, celebrating each other's success. So that is another mood booster, or the booster by which actually we are making it more success oriented. Okay. Then so this planning and prioritization also, once we do in the morning, we will say accomplished. Then what is 3x slot machine? It is a abundance strategy that is very, we don't have time actually, we can discuss. Similarly, actually thought management, actually we have many things. Pomodoro, once we do, then we will say accomplished. If we miss something, missed also, we can fill. And then time tracking, what is the importance of time tracking and how to do it, all those things actually will be part of the journaling. We all know how to do journaling, how to do micro journaling. Okay. And the prompts are also there, like the 3 prompts that you see. Similarly, the prompts are also changing every 2-3 days, and you will get one new way of doing the things. And once you have done, you need to write accomplished. Where you need to write? Here. The prompts you see here, okay, in the previous question, and based on those prompts, your own journaling points you need to write here, your answer. Unless until you write, and the code of practice is also very important. Each week we are learning something new, and actionable points. Those are the actionable points which for that particular week we will be practicing. Those things are also part of it, and then you submit it. So this is the process which each of the abundance group participants are following, or supposed to be follow. Okay. And why actually we need to follow, even though only one task we have done? Because when we are seeing the task on a daily basis and we have not done, that is a reminder for us that okay, today I missed, but tomorrow is a good day to start again with full josh, full enthusiasm, and that reminder also helps a lot. Okay. And the accountability system that we are seeing here has a reward mechanism also. So in the beginning of the form, you have seen that the rewards are also written here. 698 worth rupees Amazon voucher is given after every 21 days or every 1 month. We have different kinds of like kind of milestone rewards, which will be making sure that, and also we will be having leaderboard on a weekly basis. Whatever people have achieved on every activity, actually that there are point allocation. It may be 5 point or 10 point based on you have only accomplished, or based on you have accomplished with show and tell. Based on that, actually point system will be calculated, and the leaderboard will be there. The top performance will be getting the better awards, and every consistent performance will get something or other. based on the ranking that they have achieved. Okay, so this is what actually is the rewarding mechanism or the celebration thing which we do periodically, which will help us to remain connected easily with all the activity that we should be doing anyway. We all know that these are the things which definitely each and everyone should do, but we are not able to do because of we don't have a system in place, right? So the system is there. Now coming back to, let me actually stop the sharing from here. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes. Audible.
Okay, so now that
Yes, yes.
yes, uh, we have actually seen the process by which we can achieve consistency. We have seen the process by which we can achieve more focus. Okay, we have some bonus actionable tips that we will also discuss just after that. But before that, I wanted to know if out of the guests who are present, they want to register, they want to actually be part of the abundance group. Okay, we have different themes actually. The next theme, which will be main focus for next 3 months, will be warrior mindset. So abundance strategies will continue, but how to come out of the comfort zone and how to remain focused on the goal that we have decided, that will be the focus for next 3 months, wherein actually we will be uh, inculcating the power which will help us to achieve any task till it completed, till its completion. Because we all know on 1st of January, many of us take some goal, but within a week or two, we generally give it up. Now is a good time by which actually this 3 months we'll practice it. This is something like ground practice or net practice, wherein actually we will be failing sometimes. It's okay to fail, but this system is in place wherein actually we'll get reminder on a personal goal. We need to Pomodoro session, and we need to actually make a tick mark. So on, it is not having a lot of tasks which is not required. It is all focused on your personal goal and on the things which are really required for us to stay focused and connected. Okay, so this is what actually is a primary goal of abundance group. Okay, and the theme also have disclosed. So people who are new, they can actually express their interest if they want to see how to be part of the abundance group. For them actually I have a special plan, and I will reveal that because you have taken time and joined the session. And we can also take the feedback of existing members if anyone wants to, from our existing members like Rohiji, or Viprajit ji or Fatima ji, or many people are there. Who, Roji, if you want to share something like how it is helping our abundance system, then it will be really great.
Sure, Bikash ji. So one of the best thing what I like is it's a action oriented program. Like there are a lot of theories and lot of videos available on the YouTube and all the other channels, but this helps us in we taking action in the area that we identify which is important for you. The daily accountability poll keep you focused the whole day on you taking the action that you plan in the morning. The regular affirmations keeps your mind focused and helps us we generating the positive thoughts so that you proceed in that journey effortlessly. And of course there are rewards. There is a group synergy basically, when we plan for something in a group, and when you have support from not only just Bikaji is there always, anytime if you need any help and support, but it is the other members in the group who are also in the same boat, and they also plan to accomplish the breakthroughs in their respective area. So it's like, we get the positive vibration from all over the places, which makes that journey very effortless. So these are just few of the things which is coming into my mind right now, but it is much much more than that, what I'm sharing.
Yes, yes. Very, very true. And thank you very much for sharing. On a ad hoc basis, actually, I have taken your nine. But anyway, most of the important things actually you have said how it is helping. So definitely, we have much more than that. We have also accountability partner system wherein actually each of the participant get one dedicated accountability partner with whom actually the journey becomes easier. So we have the privilege to take the advantage of that, or I'm always there to unblock whoever faces any kind of blocker during their journey to success, during their journey to manifest the goal that they have decided to accomplish. It is not that you are only working on this, but you decide a goal that is really important for you and you work on that. So tomorrow actually it is starting. Let me share the plan. So brief summary, let me tell, like we what is the module about. My screen is visible, is it? Brief summary of offering.
No, it's not visible.
Not visible. Okay. That I asked. I need to share my screen again. Quickly, I'm sharing, and I'll be covering in next 5 minutes. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So the abundance strategy, so the clarity and the strategy sessions, that is the live session where actually this kind of session happens, where I give the strategy, we discuss, we unblock the mind, the question that we have in our mind, and the actionable steps actually we decide, and in that form which you saw, that will appear the actionable strategy which is required for everyone to practice for next 1 week or 2 week. This kind of 2 sessions actually happens every week. One session is dedicated for repetition and practice together. One session is more of theory. Recordings are there. Recordings will be given for you in case you missed. Okay. Earlier, actually, I had a plan of having the recordings access in a different phase manner. But anyway, we'll see. Like it is not lifetime recording. Again, mind it, because if you feel that it is lifetime recording, then actually you will not see. That is a human mindset, actually, human limitation that we all have. So it will be based on maybe 2 days or 3 days, that in that time frame you will be able to watch the recording. One repeat session. Okay, we then on demand live yoga and meditation session are also there on demand. If people are interested, then only this happens, because people are joining from all over the world, like UK, Germany, and we have one participant just joined today who will be joining from Singapore, I think. So different time zones. So we have little bit of challenging in the morning time, but we will see like how we can leverage that in the evening time also. We can do little bit of yoga and meditation session. Definitely we can do. So on demand it will be done. Then we have accountability polls on a daily basis. In the WhatsApp poll, it will come. You have the form where all the actions are there, and there actually you need to take your goal manifestation plus the group activities. Group activities won't take much time. Anyway, you need to do the physical activities. So here actually you are just spending 1 more minute or so to mark yes or no. That's all. Similarly, the activities are not overwhelming, but they are designed in such a way that you tend to take care of your like mindset and you are action oriented. That is what actually is the main focus, and it is designed in such a way, and the constant motivation and the group synergy is maintained through WhatsApp group. We have the open WhatsApp group, which Roji also was talking, where everyone is supposed to make 10 different affirmations on a daily basis with the accomplishments, preferably with the accomplishments, with some gratitude affirmations also. And micro journaling also is discussed, wherein we have the opportunity to do smaller journaling. Okay, how to do that and how it is important and beneficial, that also we'll discuss. Then dashboards are there, where leader dashboard is there. Group leaders are who are actually getting more points and able to do score more, they will be rewarded. And for the consistency also there will be reward, but that reward will be little less comparatively and little less frequent. It will be infrequent. So all need to prioritize their task so that they should appear in the topmost ranks first 3 or so. So that is also another gamification that we have, the healthy competition and gamification. Then we have daily thought, energy and attention in the group. Okay, time management and productivity hacks we have implementation in the implementation group. Then we have actionable points, that is implementation of that is also there planned. Quarterly reward, that is also we have, and we have already discussed it. The primary areas where actually we focus is health, wealth and relationship. These are the 3 primary areas that we focus. Apart from that, if you have any personal goal apart from this, that is also good, but we can actually categorize in these 3 aspects, and people who are good in these 3 areas, they are happy, content, and they can attract the abundance. The strategy that we practice actually and discuss and practice, that is easier to attract, easier to manifest. We have many participants actually could not join, like Anandji actually yesterday he was sharing like how his income got doubled. His monthly income was like kind of, it was in 5 figures, but it got doubled literally after practicing. Like he is there in this group from last 1.5 year or so, and he says that in between sometimes, even though he got the focus, but still because of the practice he is getting so much of enthusiasm and so much of focus that he has doubled his income. So it is that powerful. If anyone wants, actually I can get him connected with you people. So the plan is here, 6th October today. The pre-launch offer is only for half an hour. Who wants the new like kind of registration, who wants to do? For them, the normal is 3,999. They can come and join and try. For next 5 days, if you are not satisfied, I will return your money also. It is very, very minimal contribution for 3 months. That means 1,300 or 1,200 it will come, 1,300 per month. And why it is there? Because we have gifts, we have Zoom subscriptions, we have time that I'm spending and all those things, for which actually it is nothing. We buy even one dress also, we spend more than that. One time we go outside and we spend more than that. So per month charges is very less. You can try it out, and if you are not feeling that it is not for you, you can actually back it up. So for the new people, and there is another plan where it is a premium plan, where is you pay 4,999 and you get a welcome gift in the first day itself. First time also, once you enroll, then you will get, means if you are renewing also, you will be getting the welcome gift if you are renewing with 4,999, and dedicated support and prioritize and many different things which brings added advantage in premium plan, that is also there. Today, if we are not doing the enrollment, from tomorrow onwards it is 4,999. This is what actually is the plan. And rest of the things I have already discussed. Like 4th of January, we will be having final reward ceremony for the consistent achievers, and we have feedback and retrospection also. We have throughout the workshop we have many several sprints, intermediate milestones, and all those things are planned. So if you feel either this or the premium one plan is suitable for you, you want to try it out, you are most welcome. And you can, this is the UPI ID, and do it, take the action today only. You will be benefiting yourself by 1,000 rupees. And what you will achieve in your life, what consistency, what difference you will see, that is tremendous. So this is what is the plan. And when we are focused, when we are working for our own goal and manifesting, then many things which is not possible, what kind of healing, actually healing also we do as part of the abundance session, healing and focused effort towards our goal, and we are seeing the manifestation, all this combined together makes our life much simpler and very content. Like you see that life is simple. If you are feeling that life is not simple, then you are actually diverting your energies in the wrong area, with the wrong people, with the wrong manner. Just bring it back and see how, what kind of difference it can bring. So with this I am just keeping it open for anyone who wants to. We have actually Faisal ji, we have Manjit ji, we have Priyanka ji, we have Shruti ji. So you can just share your experience, like if you feel something good, or if you want to enroll. If you are not also enrolling, it is okay. But if you want to give any kind of feedback, you can give. Or if you want to enroll, let me know, and I will keep the this one full line for you, block for you.
What will be the timing for this?
Timing, yeah, Manjit ji. So timing is evenings of weekend is for sure. Just like today is weekend, either Saturday and Sunday evening, one timing is fixed. Second timing is, I'll be actually giving up a poll wherein different timing slots will be mentioned, and as per the maximum vote, we decide the time. Generally in the evening. Generally in the evening it happens in the weekdays, and in the weekend it will be again in the evening, and at times it happens in the afternoon also. So I'll generally prefer to give the slots, and people choose based on you people. The sessions generally gets planned, and we have also the recordings available in case someone misses that. Any other questions? So do you think that it is it has the process that is there in the place is very effective, and it can actually bring a difference in your life? Anyone thinks? Faisal ji, Manjit ji, Priyanka ji, Shruti ji. Actually, it is so late, so I think half of the participants have dropped in between. We have started with 16 and now we are 8, but still, whoever are there, they can definitely share their feedback, and you are most welcome if you feel that it is going to make a difference in your life. Okay. Yeah, Faisal ji is saying appreciate the initiative, systematic approach. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Faisal ji, for your feedback. It's basically after means I have actually, even I have also suffered in the process wherein actually my energies were diverted and I was clueless why it is happening. Why I was not able to focus on any task single pointedly till its completion, and I am into every other thing. Then I understood that community support is very, very important, and a system in place is also very, very important for us to keep us focused. If we are not in a community of like-minded people, then we are actually very likely we will be diverting. Just like there is a saying, right? We are the people. We are like the person who are surrounded with whom actually we are surrounded. 5 people basically. So here actually we are not 5. Actually we are much more than that. We are like-minded and focusing on the similar kind of activities. So that is definitely helping. Manjit ji is saying definitely it is useful and the approach is excellent. Thank you, Manjit ji. How about you, Shruti ji and Priyanka ji? What do you feel? What kind of feedback? If you feel that something is not correct, if you feel that the energy exchange that I have told is also more, you can always call it out, and I'll take your feedback positively, not an issue. Or if anything feedback you are giving to improve our process, then also I am open to take it. You can either unmute and say, or you can type just like Faisal ji and Manjit ji said. But anyway, if you Suman ji also has okay, Suman ji has left and said that thank you very much. We'll have to leave. Okay, fine. 9:30 only. Okay. So with this, again, I am keeping the question answer session open now. Okay. Bonus actionable tips also are there. Let us see what are the bonus actionable tips now. So the first one is time blocking. Okay. Yeah, Priyanka ji has written excellent approach towards achieving goals. Thank you. Shruti ji also saying okay. Thank you both. So time blocking is a very important concept that we also follow as a group, and this is also part of the strategy that we use. Let me, because we have less time, I will just show like what are there in the at the points. How to increase the willpower, that is also there, and how to strengthen our focus, some additional tips. So because the time is actually too long, so I'm just showing in the screen. You can take a screenshot if you want, and you can always approach me, ping me if you want to discuss further on this bonus actionable strategies tips. With this, I'm keeping the like question answer session. Let's start. So if any one of you wants to discuss about the things like we discussed about multitasking, I think we kept it for the last, right? We can discuss now. Or if anyone has any specific question, please feel free to ask now. Regular members or the guests, anyone. Viprajit ji, I think you were asking about threads or something. You can just explain more.
Yes. Thread analogy. Yeah? Just you are talking about the prioritization, no?
Right. So thread analogy, what I was giving that time is again connected to multitasking. So we have in our mind, we have one thread. Sorry, we have one CPU, and each task can be like identified as a thread. So we have multiple things to do throughout the day. Now to do multiple things, they are individual threads. If I am a CPU, means if I am a computer, if I am mobile, then I will be having multiple cores, multiple CPUs, and each thread will be assigned to one core. We have only one core, one CPU. So one thread only we can take at a time. That is what actually I was saying. Like you assume that each task is like a thread. Thread is a computer science terminology, but you can also imagine that it is just like a plain simple thread where the task is kind of tied. Okay, and you are supposed to do only one task till it is completed. You should not jump. Now the question here is which of the multitasking is allowed. Like if there are two simple tasks, okay, if there are two simple tasks, then you can do at one time. That time our mind is capable enough to handle or process both of them parallelly without any bigger problem. Like I am walking and I am listening some music or listening some affirmation or listening some goal oriented thinking or some good podcast I am listening. Both are fine, both are simple tasks, so it is okay. Even though I'm listening the podcast, I need to consider that it is a simple task and I'm just listening to get a clear an understanding. But the serious study is not possible in this format. If it is a serious study, it is a complex task and it need to be done like a very focused manner. So is it clear like which kind of task can be clubbed together to do multitasking and where we should not?
Yes, yes. Got it clearly.
Okay, thank you, Vipraj. So simple task is okay to combine and do multitasking. In short, this is what actually we have the science behind it also. Some other day we will discuss more to it. It is kind of going to be 10 p.m. So let's go to the other questions if anyone has. Fatima ji is saying, I'm really grateful to you, Fatima ji. Thank you. She has mentioned that I am extremely grateful to be a part of the abundance group. Learned many things like positivity, consistency, being organized, completing tasks without diversion, and many more things that I cannot describe in chat. Because he has given support as and when needed and handhold throughout the journey. Really grateful for everything. Because thank you very much, Fatima ji. I'm really grateful for your feedback. If you want, you can also kind of unmute, or if you are not in a noise-free environment, then it is fine. We'll be continuing the journey with the group. Yes, very much. I'm really glad. Actually, the one thing which I'm really glad is 90 to 95% of the participants actually they found it so useful. They rejoin this program again and again on a recurring basis, like Rohit ji, Fatima ji, Biprajit ji, all kind of they have renewed. They are renewing from a longer time. Why? Because the kind of difference that they are seeing in their life, in their daily day-to-day tasks, day-to-day kind of how what should we actually do and what we should think. Both the aspects are actually taken care. It is not only on the doing part, but also on the thought part. So your thoughts are also managed. So thank you. And yes, I understand, Fatima ji. You might not be actually in the very noise free, and it is also late also. Fine. So with this, actually, we will be ending the session. And thank you all for giving the feedback. And thank you all who are part of the group and part of the program and joining back again. Tomorrow we are starting a new group and with new enthusiasm, with new theme. It is going to start. People who are willing to join, DM me today if you are joining. Whether you are new or renewing, you will be getting the bonus of 1,000 rupees. From tomorrow it is 5,000 for the entire 3 months period. Even though it is 5,000, it is so much valued that I can actually assure you, and I have seen it in people's life. So thank you, Rohit ji. Yeah, please go ahead. I know it is already late. Okay. Anyone else wants to share anything? Otherwise, we are done for the day. If you have no further questions, then I'm really grateful for all of you to be part of this focus session. And I hope these things which we discussed are useful. whether you join or not, try to follow it. And if you are not able to follow, I am always there to be reached, and we'll see like how we can actually achieve the things, unblock the roadblocks, blockers. Sure, Panjit ji. Anytime you can actually ping me. But I would suggest to do it today only, because you will be getting the benefit of anyway it is. Thank you. Thank you, Viprajit ji. Good night. Thank you, Fatima ji. Good night. Thank you, Faisal ji. Good night. Have a blessed day, blessed night.